Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back reacting to the season finale of Marvel Studios Hawkeye. This is called So This Is Christmas. Before we jump into it, please consider leaving a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel out a ton. If you're new here, consider subscribing and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. Check out some of the other shows that I'm watching. And then if you are interested in seeing the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That's where I post all those. On Patreon, you can also become a super supporter and get featured in every single one of my videos. But what happened last time on Hawkeye? So last time we got to see plenty of Yelena Belova. So we started off seeing her perspective of the blip and getting snapped out of existence and kind of instantly transitioning back in. And just seeing like how her brain is kind of like catching up to the environment around her as it like peels off the wallpaper. Like that was really cool. And then we get a little bit of last episode when she tried to kill Hawkeye and fought Kate. But then this episode we have just a whole long encounter between Kate and Yelena, just a whole big conversation about like, why is she here? Some ideological differences regarding Clint specifically, and like what it means to be an Avenger and like how are we judged, things like that. We had a nice, cute conversation, sad conversation between Clint and Natasha, him just kind of talking to her even though she's gone. And, thanking her for the sacrifice she's made, but also being like, I gotta do some stuff I don't want to do. He puts the Ronin costume back on to confront Maya, and we learned that he was there because he was tipped off by an informant, possibly Kazi, and that her boss wanted her dad dead. So that introduces some conflict between Echo and Kingpin, possibly, who, after some tailing by Yelena at the end of the episode, we learned that the person who put the hit out on Clint was Kate's mom, Eleanor, and that she was meeting with Kingpin because we saw him on a little 2x3 pixelated image of a phone. And, we saw in the credits that it's Vincent D'Onofrio, so I'm fully expecting him to be like fully here in all his glory in this episode, and when I was a boy. I'm so pumped. It's gonna be insane. But I'm talking too much. I'm so stoked to get into this episode. So let's do it. Oh my God, are we seeing him immediately? Vincent. Oh, with a white suit. Oh, he's beautiful.
Bishop.
Oh my God.
Mr. Fez.
When I was a boy.
I handled Armand like you asked. My fiance is taking the fall for Sloan. But my daughter, she's getting too close. And that's where I draw the line.
Lenore, don't be rash.
I want you to know that I have been keeping an insurance policy.
Ooh, what is it?
Copies of everything.
I'm gonna give you a minute to think about what you're starting right now.
Starting a
I
war.
don't need a minute.
Oh, is she placing her daughter's life above her business interests? I mean, I enjoy it. Ooh, the little face twitch right there.
He's going to react. And he's going to do it in a big way.
Clint,
The
this is my
Kingpin.
mess to clean up. You should go home. You should be with your family. You can still make it in time for Christmas.
Kate, you're my partner.
Oh, he said it out loud.
Your mess is my mess. I'm not going anywhere until this is finished.
That's some... The arc. The arc. The arc of not partners, not friends, to you're my partner with authority.
If it's okay with you, I'd like a couple of days off to clear my head.
Give her a couple days.
That's reasonable. My love.
That's... You see just her face, just no facial expression. She's lying through her teeth right there, flying through her hands. Her fingers.
And Maya. My Maya. My Maya. She's turned on us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's aware. He knew what she was saying.
What will we do about it?
He's basically saying, you have to kill Maya.
Need to be reminded
Who I am.
that the city belongs to me.
He is the ill intent.
King, we need a ton of gear.
Just a little bit.
Like a whole batch of way too dangerous trick arrows.
Do you
You can
have
make more.
said batch? Of course you can make more. He's like, what do you mean? It's like, what do you? I've been going easy on you before.
Kate, have you seen that pepper spray?
Ooh, pepper spray arrow.
Right.
Too dangerous.
The label maker. Ice thing, flash bomb, magnet arrow, Stark Tech.
You will get hurt. You will have to make some tough decisions.
Those decisions are easier to make when you have a partner.
When I was younger, aliens invaded.
He was there.
I was alone.
He is very familiar with that
And I
event.
was terrified.
And she saw him.
But then I saw you. Fighting aliens with a stick and a string. I saw you jump from that building even though you can't fly. Even though you don't have superpowers. And I thought, if he could do that, then I didn't have to be scared. You showed me that being a hero isn't just for people who can fly or shoot lasers out of their hands. It's for anyone who's brave
Yes.
enough to do what's right no matter the cost.
Yes. Yes. Woo.
I'm ready.
Get a little teary-eyed right there. That was nice. Oh, he needed to hear that. He needed to hear that so bad. And it also reinforces just that Kate, to her core, is a hero for the right reasons. Oh, she actually wore a dress this time. Interesting. Still a black dress, but maybe it's easily removable in case of combat. Ooh, the LARPers, their best LARP yet. They are live action role playing as waiters.
Mom said I was going to get your wine collection.
What? You're not old enough to appreciate my wine collection.
Well, I will be someday.
Jack's coming for you, boy.
Do you remember when you peed in your pants in the Hamptons? I do. Everybody does.
Okay. I like Jack now. Wasn't a fan of him the whole series until that moment where he's like putting this pompous little kid in his place. Remember when you peed your pants in the Hamptons? I do. Everybody does. Don't come at my wine collection, little boy. Yelena, you're so hot. God, she is an icon. Look at that hair. She is everything. She is the moment.
Which is why I'm a little confused where you're headed with this.
How could you do this? I handled all these years. You don't understand. When your father died, I was blindsided. Monster money. Sweetheart, Kate, don't worry about it.
Yo, you
I
should
have
maybe
everything
tell
under control.
Jack that he's going down for something. He might be okay with it if it's for Eleanor, but I think he deserves to know.
All clear, boss.
Get down.
Okay. Save that cop's life. Kazi's not a very good shot. She's like, alright. She'll let it happen if he gets hit from outside, but
I feel like I'm missing something here.
you are, Jack, just a little bit. There's some crucial info you might want to be aware of.
This is it.
Oh,
It's
bitch.
showtime.
Swordsman, let's go. Thinks he's gonna save the world with that.
He's in the elevator.
Hmm.
Yeah, out of 65 floors, you think you're just gonna magically guess which one he's on? 12.
12.
Enjoy the party.
Time it. Yeah. She's like, God dang it. Kate, I don't want you to have to watch me kill this man. Press all the buttons.
No.
Do it. Press all the buttons. Try again. God, they're so gorgeous, both of them. They're friggin' stunning. Use your feet. Kate, use your feet.
What was that? I don't know.
Slapped her in the face.
What is happening?
Yes. Awesome.
Did you plan that? Yes. No.
She's got style.
No. Come on, that is so annoying.
Now she has to go through the friggin' roof. That was cool. You think she can't get past you? Can you imagine that dude? Just trying to do his job. This is like what is that? Old man, or what is that movie called?
Stop making me like you. I'm sorry, I can't help it.
She really can't help it.
Bye.
Kick that thing. Oh, that was sick. Take the rope. Ooh. Oh, dodge. Good. That's a long wire. She just had that on hand? What if she decides to take that wire back, Kate? I don't think Yelena just has a ton of those wires. She's probably gonna reclaim that thing. Oh, I feel like that's still like a broken toe at least, right?
I want to thank you, no? For your advice, what you said.
Yeah,
how I should
with the Imagine Dragons concert.
Did it work?
It worked, bro. We went to Maroon 5 instead.
Oh, awesome.
So what's with the gun?
I'm sorry, bro.
So what's with the gun?
No, bro.
Yes, Jack!
Hello, sweetie.
They're behind you!
Jack, I am so sorry my mom got you put in jail. Are you okay?
Never been better.
On God! Why is he just so okay with all of this? He's just so, like, on board with whatever's happening. He's like, it's fine. I'm rich. I wasn't going to jail anyway.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
You enjoy getting the shit kicked out of you? Because Clint is way better than you. Just, you know, you should probably be aware. Oh.
All right, Kazi. That was fun.
Yeah, Kazi. You punk. What do you think you're gonna do? Good job snagging that, and oh, he landed on the tree. Okay. Probably still hurt. Hey, now. Hello.
What about that guy? He doesn't seem to.
He's on our side, but
He's having a great time. Take that. On guard, you're rapscallion. Oh, dang it. I was hoping they'd be dressed up as the Avengers.
We're all gonna die.
He's just so He's like, yeah, yeah. At least they somewhat look like heroes. Ooh. He's pretty beefy. Armando 7. He doesn't care who you are.
I need you to hang on tight.
Jake, do not.
Timber.
And there it goes. Wow, even perfectly placed. And he's out. Ooh, with the slide. She's like Legolas when he went down the
Until exposed.
stairs with a shield. Magnet. Ooh, and it's electrifying everything and magnetizing all those bars. That's genius. Yeah, he's got his costume.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it looks so good. I told you. I told you.
I love how she's just, oh my god, it looks so good. I told you.
Let's give him hell.
She's even starting to enjoy it a little bit. Oh my god. It's like a nail bomb. That guy's gonna lose that leg. That guy just died. Just got launched 80 feet in the air. Oh, those are like the crossbow things that they shot in Shang-Chi. Wow, they are remarkably sure on their feet, given that this is ice. This is like the scene in Age of Ultron. Oh, they're so in sync. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, airbag. They're pulling out all the trick arrows. Oh, there's a truck coming. Yeah, you should move. Super danger. Oh my god. She had to be so sure of that. Oh, they're gonna get taken by an owl.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, there they go. Oh, he did it. Wow, okay, Kazi.
Nice shot! Yeah, no shit!
That's so funny. Nice. Yeah, no shit. He just split his own arrow and it would have killed 3 people. Oh, long hair. What's up? It's a little more Native American style, I think. They typically go with the long hair. Like, not put up. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It makes her seem more different. Like she's differentiating herself as a character from who she was earlier.
They're pathetic. They're so pathetic.
I feel like deep down she believes him, but she is just so angry and she needs to be angry at someone. Wilson just ripped that door off. Nice hat. Showing how strong he is by ripping the door off its frame. I don't think shooting him is going to do much. He doesn't care. He's like bulletproof. His suit is bulletproof. He's got, oh my god, that probably hurts so bad. He's probably got a bulletproof vest on underneath. Oh my god. How did you get enough speed to do that? That was going like 30, 40 miles an hour. How'd you get that in like 4 feet? How did you pull out in the 4 seconds that you had? Bruh, yeah, you're done. Sorry. but she's way better than you. He'll just rip through that. He doesn't care. Oh my god, that's like 8 broken ribs.
You're not listening to me. She sacrificed herself. You understand? I couldn't stop her.
No.
Yo, Kate, how are you still breathing?
Why do you deserve it?
I don't.
So she died because you loved her.
No.
I fought her for it. But she was better than me.
That she believes.
Harder.
I think he's done fighting there. Kate is severely outmatched. Oh. Yes. Oh, they're all gonna activate. Too dangerous. Oh. God dang, son. He just got smoked. I mean, he's still super alive, but...
Honey, this was just an unfortunate arrangement. And it's over.
How are you still wording it that way?
Armand?
You're a murderer.
Someone has to take responsibility.
Well, you can take responsibility now.
You're under arrest for the murder of Armand Duquesne III.
She already talked to the police.
Is this what heroes do?
Put bad guys away.
Arrest their mothers on Christmas? I'm sorry.
If it's what's right, yeah. I mean, she does have an army of lawyers that will get her out of prison pretty quick. Oh, he knows the whistle.
How do you know that?
She talked about you all the time, Yelena.
She did?
Yeah, they're best friends, Yelena.
Say.
She said you were great. If a little cocky sometimes. Yeah. He super tried to kill himself, Yelena. He really tried to die.
I loved her so much.
Me too.
Yes. Forgiveness. Maybe punch him one more time. Just to get it out of your system. Maybe hug? I mean, there's no way she's gonna kill him, right? They don't bring him back in this role to kill him here. No, he's fine. There's no way. There's no way. You don't kill Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin off screen. He's Gucci. He might lose an eye, but he's fine.
You took on Kingpin all by yourself.
Yeah, that's
walk away from something like that.
Only if you're a really good lawyer do you walk away from Kingpin one-on-one. Twice. Christmas. Creme. Did you invite Yelena to Christmas?
Coming?
Yes, Kate. Yes!
Are you sure
Yes!
this is okay?
Yeah, it's okay. Alright, now are you Mockingbird or what?
I missed you.
Please tell me about your past as a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. Also, we never learned about that watch. Are we just not gonna figure what that was?
Thank you.
Okay, so it was hers. Yeah, we knew it. Yeah, boy. What if that thing was just fireproof?
What do you think of Lady Hawk?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's terrible.
It's not. Let's just go with Hawkeye. You're the new Hawkeye. Happy holidays from Marvel Studios. Yes, give us the full thing, baby. Yo, these people probably had so much fun making this. You'd be surprised how wrong millions of people can be. Case in point, slightly less than half of the United States about 2 years ago. Get wrecked, Republicans. Oh, this is wonderful, though. Is this just the closing song? Oh no, this is... Okay. This is what we saw earlier. This is the full performance. Yes! Which famous composer is this? I don't know who. There's no way it's just a regular dude, right? Yeah! Round of applause! Yes! That was everything! Everything everyone ever wanted. You know? Okay, so you know that they made the decision to fully produce that song and put it at the end when everyone was like obsessed with the when everyone was obsessed with like the Baron Zemo dancing, and everyone was like, release the Zemo cut. You know that they had to be fully aware that when they put even the little snippet into this from way back in the first episode, you had to know that they were like, the internet is going to demand this whole song. So they were like, we have to make the whole song and put it at the end. Like, oh, I'm a little sad they didn't tease any like future stuff, like future series, possible like more Hawkeye things. I mean, they kind of did with his wife, maybe possible some more Shield stuff. And I assume Clint and Kate are gonna be in future Marvel properties, but you know, who knows? I mean, I guess they did release the Doctor Strange 2 trailer today, so maybe that's their like, hey, here's your teaser for today. But I'm just so happy that they put that whole song in there. Man, this whole episode was just like thoroughly pleasing from start to finish. Like, I think this might be one of the stronger finales of a show, of any of like the Marvel shows, at least. Like the MCU Marvel shows, like Scarlet Witch, it's not called Scarlet Witch, WandaVision, was super dope and created all this like intrigue and stuff, and then as soon as you found out what the actual situation was, it was a little bit of a letdown, and it kind of petered out in the final few episodes. Falcon and Winter Soldier was great, and had a strong final episode, but wasn't like breathtaking. Loki actually had an awesome final episode, but it was also like very confusing and very much probably not like a hype episode. It was very much like we're gonna break your brain for a minute and also tease the next big bad. This one, I think, just of the finales of all the shows, was the strongest one easily, and that's saying something. That's really nice. So yeah, we start off real hot, getting Kingpin in all his glory. You know, he wasn't just like an image. He didn't have just a brief 5-second cameo. Like, he featured prominently in this episode. We learned that, you know, he was the one behind everything, telling Eleanor to kill Armand, to kill Clint, to do all this stuff. And, you know, we kind of suspected that all along, but it's nice to get confirmation. And he wants her to kill her daughter. And she's like, that's where I'm drawing the line. I'm out. Obviously, that means he's like, all right, we got to kill her now. Like, can't let that go. What follows is a really, I think, powerful scene for Kate, where she's like kind of freaking out a little bit, and she's like, this isn't your problem. And Clint is like, we're partners. Your problems are my problems. And it's just, that's gotta be so like gratifying and emotionally overwhelming, honestly, in that moment, to have your hero. I mean, yeah, he's been working with her the whole time, but he's kind of been putting up this front that it's just purely out of necessity. And maybe for a little bit it actually was, but then he started to actually go along with the idea that they are partners. So he's been telling her the whole time, pretty much, like, once this is done, I'm out of here. Like, I'm going back to my family. I'm only here to complete this mission. And to have him say, we're partners, it's probably so earned. Like, it felt earned. And it's just so, it's so great. Cause then, like, in the future, I assume that means, like, Clint is not gonna be a lone worker anymore. You know, Kate is on his team. Together they are Hawkeye, you know? Oh man. We have a solid scene between Maya and Kazi and Kingpin, where she requests a few days off. Obviously, Wilson Fisk sees right through that, and he's like, yep, she's turned on us. She's gonna need to die. And it's just, oh man, it's just, that's not gonna end well. We get Clint and Kate making a ton of more trick arrows, because obviously he knows how to make more, right? Earlier when he was like, oh, we only have a certain amount, he was super lying. He's like, I can make these in my sleep, Kate. Like, I can make them with random stuff you can find around the house. Like, he is so, like, I feel like that, it's not necessarily stated, but I feel like that goes to show that, like, secretly, Hawkeye's kind of pretty smart. Like, he's kind of a genius when it comes to, like, chemicals and electronics and physics, probably. I don't know. Like, he's so, like, people always talk about Spider-Man being a literal genius because he makes all his web fluid himself. He developed the formula, you know. Iron Man being a genius, Shuri being a genius, but, like, I feel like low-key, Clint Barton's kind of super smart to just be able to do this. Like, how do you just make a supersonic arrow? How do you figure out how to make an airbag arrow? Like, I feel like the knowledge that Clint has when it comes to just making these trick arrows, he could disseminate that knowledge to different industries and, like, vastly improve the average American's quality of life. like he could easily do that. Like, oh my gosh, he would help society so much. The whole party sequence before Clint lands into the tree was very entertaining. I loved Jack putting that little punk kid, that rich kid, in his place when he's like, I wanted your wine collection. And he's like, you remember when you pissed your pants in public? Like, step off, child. Like, you don't know me. Like, I was not a fan of Jack through 5.5 episodes of this show, right? Like, when I thought, like, he was so transparently a dick that it wasn't endearing before. And then as soon as he was, like, taking the fall for Eleanor, there was still some suspicion of being like, okay, maybe he's in on all this and he's aware and he's just, like, cool with, you know, taking the fall because he loves Eleanor or he's part of this organization, who knows. But when he just, like, seemingly has no idea what's going on and he's trash talking children, as you know, friggin' kids are great, love kids, obviously, but, you know, anytime on screen that an adult will straight up just be like, trash talk a child. Love them. Instant likability. You know, kids getting put in their place, kids falling, love all that crap. So Jack immediately went from like, kind of don't like him at all, even a little bit, to like, second favorite character. Just kidding. Not necessarily second favorite, but I love him now. And he's just so clueless about everything going on. And he's like, I feel like I missed something. And it's like, you did, Jack, a little bit. You missed a little bit. Yeah, Kazi's trying to kill Clint while Eleanor is trying to blow off her daughter. Okay, it's like, what did you do? She's like, oh, okay, let's maybe talk about this a little bit. And he's like, no, you're a bad dude. Bad chick. And then freaking Yelena shows up, and it's really solid sequence of Kate fighting Yelena, while Clint fights the tracksuit mafia. The elevator sequence was particularly funny. Kate's trying to press all the buttons, and Yelena just straight up will not let her, and then she slaps her in the face, and she's like, where did that come from? Like, I'm sorry. And we get the sick dress ripoff. You know, I semi predicted that earlier. I was like, hopefully that dress is easy to take off, and it was. And then the long sequence of them kind of fighting side to side through this office space. It was kind of like the movie Old Boy. That was the name I was looking for when I was thinking it. That was kind of dope. Yelena yeets out this window and it has a 1,000-foot wire. Like, can she jump off of any building? Like, would she have been able to... Like, based on the context of this scene, I feel like Yelena would have straight up been able to yeet off the top of, like, the Sears Tower and just been fine. Because her rope is infinite. And she doesn't seem to feel like collecting it after she used it. Like, she doesn't unhook... like, there's no button she can press on her hip that, like, unhooks that claw, and so she can take it back. That would also be kind of scary, though. Like, you know the button you can press when you're like done vacuuming and it like retracts the cord if you have one of those kind of vacuums? Imagine her doing that with her little hip claw rope from 1,000 feet up. She's like, and it's like trying to dodge that thing. That's so funny. We have Jack straight up sword fighting some Russians. I don't know why they didn't just shoot him, but like Indiana Jones when he's like, on guard, and there's like, nope. That was super fun because he's just like, have at thee. Like he's like a pirate. It's just great. Freaking Kazi the punk is like, this is gonna be fun, Clint, and Clint just kicks the shit out of him. Like he gave him a tiny bit of run for his money, but Clint wasn't trying. And he's like, this was fun. Crashes into the tree, you know, classic. The LARPers change into their LARPing outfits. I was hoping they would have come out dressed as the Avengers, but that's fine. And then a super cool sequence of Clint and Kate fighting on the ice. Remarkably sure-footed, given that it's ice. You can tell people who made this show are not from somewhere that has ice. You know, they used it for the 3-second sequence of her sliding in on her knees to do a cool little shooting spree, and then as soon as that was over, they're like, we're just gonna pretend that ice is pretty solid in terms of your footing. Like, you're not gonna be slipping, you're not gonna be sliding. It's basically concrete for this scene. And I can suspend my disbelief for that. But they're using every trick arrow in the book, just smoking these Russians, infinite Russians, and they're just taking them out. And for some reason, these Russians are like, I know what to do. If we just drive this truck off the thing onto the ice, we can crush them. I feel like most people, maybe with the slipperiness of the ice, you wouldn't be able to get out of the way quick enough, but like given how this whole scene has shown the ice to not be slippery, I feel like they could have just moved. Would have been fine. But no, Kate is like, I'm just gonna make you small. And then those dudes straight up just get stolen by an owl. Like, they're dead. Those guys are dead, like, forever. It would actually be really entertaining, though, if, like, in future Marvel properties, if we just, like, saw these two small Russian dudes, like, living their lives as small people, like they were adopted by this owl or something. That would be insane. And then an emotional / crazy sequence coming up. Kingpin versus Kate, and Yelena versus Clint. So Kate and Kingpin, let's go through that whole sequence. Freaking, how is she alive? He ripped a door handle, like not just the handle, he ripped the whole door off its frame. Like, he's that strong. She shot him directly in the chest with an arrow. I mean, granted, we learned in the Daredevil series, not 100% sure how canon that is at the moment, that he has like super bulletproof suits or whatever. It's like he's got like Kevlar inlaid within the suit. So, like, shooting him in the chest, not going to do that much with an arrow, right? Like, he's shown he's just a physically dominating force. And they're fighting in this little toy store or whatever, and she's barely hanging on. she's trying her best to, like, attack him like she would attack a normal person, and he's just, like, throwing her about, kicking her across the room, punching her, like, 8 feet away. Like, I don't know how she doesn't have 12 broken ribs. Like, there's no way. There's no way she lives. And she somehow knocks him out with an explosive arrow, which was, like, solid. He escapes later, but, you know, she gets out. And she's talking to her mom. She's like, Mom, what the fuck? What are you doing? And her mom's like, this is really unfortunate circumstances. I'm sorry you had to deal with this. And Kate's like, dude, you killed people. Like, you're a crime, you're part crime lord. Like, what are you doing? This is not, what do you mean unfortunate? Oh man. And her mom is like, you know, you don't know what it's like to live with nothing, which seems like some slight foreshadowing of, like, Kate maybe having to live without the assistance of her mom's money from now on. Because her mom canceled all her credit cards, so she can't just, like, pay those off. Like, she can't necessarily open new credit cards with the backing of her family's money, right? And especially if her mom is going to jail, and if she goes to jail, and I assume even in the investigatory process of all this stuff, they're going to be like, hey, we're going to freeze your accounts. So Kate's got, like, no money going forward. And if they find her guilty, given the fact that all her money is, like, mob earned, I assume Kate will not have that financial assistance going forward. And then she calls the cops on her mom. Because, you know, when you're a hero, doing what is right, no matter the cost, it's the gig. Oh, I didn't even talk about that fantastic scene where she's straight up telling Clint to his face why he is her hero. During the Battle of the Avengers, when she felt so alone and so scared, she sees this regular dude, fighting aliens. And, she's straight up telling me, like, everyone thinks of Tony Stark and Captain America and Thor as these inspiring figures. But to her, he's the most inspiring thing is a regular guy doing what is right regardless of the consequences, because that is what heroes do. And it's just like, oh, he needed that. He needed to hear that, being told that he is an inspiration, not because he is an Avenger, not because he saved the universe, but because in the most dire of circumstances for a little girl, he was the image that gave her hope that she didn't need to be afraid. And it's like, oh, Yes, Clint. Cry, Clint, please. Like, give her a hug. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, man. Speaking of Clint, him and Yelena, she's there to kill him, and he's trying to explain what's going on. He's like, I didn't kill Natasha. Like deep down, you know, I cannot, like, she's too good. I couldn't have beaten her if I was trying to kill her. Like, he was actively trying to kill himself. he's like, you know that I couldn't have done this. And deep down, she knows, she believes him, but she is looking for a way out of her pain in terms of missing Natasha. And he is the one that she has been led to believe is at fault. So she wants to kill him until he brings out the secret whistle that, you know, as soon as she hears that, like, and he explains why he knows it, she can't kill him, right? Like, the only way that he knows that whistle is if he was so close to Natasha that she would tell him her deepest, darkest secrets. And that is proof that she and he truly cared about each other, and he wouldn't just kill her. And it helps that he, like, straight up stopped fighting back. He was just like, fine. Like, just, you know, he's slightly, like, defending himself, but he's not attacking her. And he gives her some reassurance that she needed of, like, truly saying goodbye to Natasha, of being like, she loved you and wanted you to be safe. And they part on solid terms. Let's see. That cop trying to recruit Jack to her little LARPing crew. That was fun. Ooh, Echo and Kingpin. So I think this is pulled, this scene, I believe, is pulled straight from the comics. I haven't read too much of this specific comic run, but I do remember this kind of splash page or whatever where she, in the comics, shoots him in the face and he lives. But he's like, oh, we don't see eye to eye. And she's like, you're not about to see in any eyes. And she presumably shoots him, right? But you don't bring back Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin for one episode to shoot him off screen and kill him. Like, there's no way. If you're gonna kill him, you show it on screen, one, and you don't let Echo do it. no shame and no shade to the character of Echo and that character, but given the status of Kingpin and what he means to the Marvel universe and his antagonistic nature towards pretty big name characters like Daredevil and Spider-Man, like you don't have Echo kill him. Come on. he doesn't die fighting her. Let's be real. Just being realistic there. I mean, number one rule of killing people on TV is if you don't actually see them die, you don't see their body, they're not dead. So he's super alive, and we're going to see him in future properties. And then, just like everyone predicted, Kate gets to come home with Clint for Christmas, because obviously she can't hang out with her mom for Christmas. She's going to prison. I maybe could have hung out with Jack, but, like, why? when you can hang out with your new surrogate father, that's obviously going to be the play. Surprised Clint wasn't, hey guys, this is my new daughter. Her name's Kate. She's part of the family now. And his wife is super fine with it. One, she's been hearing about this chick for a week now, so she's like, all right, it's fine. Two, she's pretty used to him just bringing friends from work home. The last time it was the Avengers. And then confirming another theory we all had, he gives her watch back. There's the theory that this is her watch, and she used to be a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent / maybe currently is. Although he said she's been out of the game for a while. So We don't get the she's Mockingbird confirmation, but we get the she used to be a SHIELD agent confirmation. I wonder if like the inscription maybe had like her name inscribed in the front, and then the back had the SHIELD symbol. But yeah, and then to close it out, they burn the Ronin suit and try and come up with a nickname for Kate, which is, it's just Hawkeye or Kate Bishop. They might just go with Kate Bishop. I feel like certain characters in the MCU, they haven't necessarily been like, this is your nickname. It's just like, this is you. I mean, Iron Man and Captain America, they definitely colloquially go by those names, but so many of these characters are also just known by their name. Like, people would be like, oh, that's Tony Stark. Oh, that's Steve Rogers. Or that's Clint Barton, Natasha Romanoff. Like, there aren't many secret identities in the MCU, so like, I don't know if it's super necessary for Kate Bishop to have a nickname like Lady Hawk or Hawkeye Lady or Lady Hawkeye, So she might just go by Kate Bishop. And then, yeah, like I said, the closing full sequence of the title song for Rogers the Musical, I Can Do This All Day, freaking wonderful. Overall, the whole series was great. I feel like each episode just got stronger and stronger. Definitely the best parts of this show were the interactions and bond between Kate and Clint. Their chemistry was fantastic. Haley Steinfeld is excellent. Like, she's such a good actress, and she can sing, and she's drop dead gorgeous. Charisma out the wazoo. Like, she's great, fantastic. Like, the perfect casting for the character. Especially in contrast, like, she has this golden retriever energy that is such a stark contrast to Clint's like dour, like, pessimism. And it was wonderful. Yelena, her introduction, fantastic. Some closure to her storyline with Natasha and Clint's storyline with Natasha. Like, every episode just got better and better, as the stakes got higher and higher. It was super funny. The action was great, and just very heartfelt moments as well. I assume we're going to see more of both of these characters, and Yelena and Kingpin and Echo. So, like, no one prominent died in this series, which is fantastic. I think many of us maybe thought Clint would die at the end of the series, and kind of Kate would take over the mantle. Super happy that's not the case. I like Jeremy Renner as an actor. I think he's great. I think he's all right as a person, I guess, too. Some of his music is, props to him for giving it a shot, though. Like, who just does that? Who just decides, I'm a big name actor, but I think I'm just going to release some rock music. And it's not awful. Like, it's okay. Like, most actors that are just like, hey, I'm going to release music. It's like, no, please don't. And then it's trash. But his is like, why do I like this? But yeah, so no one important died. Kingpin, even though we're led to believe he died, he's fine. Yeah, and so everyone's going to live to see another day. This was great. I don't know what the next Marvel show that's coming out is. Is it Echo? Is it, I know there's more shows that they've announced and have planned. I just don't know. Is it She-Hulk? One of those is coming up next. We saw a trailer for She-Hulk, so I assume maybe that is the next one that's coming out, and Daredevil will probably be in that one after his appearance in Spider-Man No Way Home. Sorry if you haven't seen that movie yet. But yeah, I don't know. This was overall just a fantastic show. I loved it a lot. Thank you for coming along this Hawkeye journey with me. Hopefully, if you were only here for the Hawkeye stuff, hopefully you consider watching some of my other reactions as well. Check out some of those shows I'm watching. That would mean a lot. The next big show I believe that's coming out for me that I'll be reacting to on the channel will be Book of Boba Fett. Comes out on the 29th, I believe. Otherwise, Wheel of Time finale within the next 2 days. Got more Lucifer, more You. Got the Witcher season 2 is going on right now. So hopefully you guys stick around for all that. Yeah, but let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comments below. Were you as satisfied by its conclusion as I was? If you liked my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. Helps my channel out a ton. Helps my video get seen more. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Like I said, stick around. Check out some of the other shows I'm watching. And ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you are interested in seeing the uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. I post full uncut versions of all the reactions I put on the channel over there. On Patreon, you can also become a super supporter and get featured in every single one of my videos. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.